Damon from the Predatory Lending Network's Ferengi Bureau talking to you. Now, baseball season is starting up on here on planet Earth, and we're talking to our resident sports analysis guy here, Elmo. So, Elmo, what do you think of the coming baseball season?
I'm excited, man. We got a lot of new prospects, a lot of new kids coming up from the farm, and I think the teams will be really, really rich.
Now, who do you see going to all the way in the World Series? What two teams do you think will make it to the World Series?
I'm praying that it's the Cubbies again, okay? Because I'm a Cub fan from diehard in there, and I think Chicago needs to break that streak like Boston did.
And now, NFL's been having a lot of trouble with their strikes and various things. Do you see any trouble like that heading over to baseball?
I don't think so. If the players and the owners get in sync with each other, I think it's going to be really good. What I am a little worried about is Barry Bonds. They're taking him back to court, and I think he's going to get convicted on something, and it's a fallen hero there. I hate to see that happen, you know?
Okay, and also, the new movie Paul is coming out, and it's about one of our fellow space aliens coming to Earth, and he's had some trouble with the Men in Black coming after him. Do you think, what do you think of the new Paul movie?
I thought Paul was hilarious. I saw it the other day. I thought it was a great, good attempt at the old kazoo, like on the Flintstones. It's a great best friend, kind of alien friend thing since E.T. too.
Now, do you see this as a good potential moneymaker for the producers on that planet?
Oh, I think so. I think they'll be looking forward to cast more people out here, or bring more people, more talent to Earth.
Do you think we'll be seeing more space aliens throughout the galaxy and other great movies?
Probably. We've seen them all throughout the years, little bitty ones, but now I think, yeah, I think E.T. was our last real good one.
Now, is there anything last minute you'd like to say about sports and entertainment to the folks around the galaxy?
Yes. Free Barry Bonds. Let him be. Free Barry Bonds.
So in closing, this is Damon from the Predatory Lenders Ferengi Bureau. For coming.
Okay.
Now, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now, for the last 3 months around this galaxy, the stock market has done really well. And the last 3 months have had the biggest stock market gains in 13 years. Now, what has the last 3 months been like for you, Cookie Monster?
Oh, you know, it's just been fantastic. I've made a lot of really smart investments, and it seems like they're starting to skyrocket. You know, there was a time when I was considering getting out of the market, but I hung in there, and things are working out great for me. I couldn't be happier. I go and I rub it in the Oscar the Grouch's face, and I look at my stocks, they're soaring right now.
Now, the government stimulus and other quantitative easing is over in June. Now, the government stimulus and quantitative easing is over in June. What are you going to do after the easing?
What's your outlook?
What? Now, the government stimulus is over in June. What are you going to do now that there's no more government stimulus pushing up the market?
Well, obviously, I'm going to have to find ways to stimulate myself. You know, I've got a wide variety of options out there. I'm just going to explore those and see if perhaps the self-stimulation works, and then I might perhaps stimulate others.
Now, what should people be investing in over the next 3 months?
Well, you know, because of my stocks rising, I'm going to have a lot of excess money to spend. I would recommend things like Keebler, Oreo, basically any kind of cookie stock. That's what I'd put my smart money in, because cookie sales are going to be through the roof.
In closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to the viewers?
You know, I would just like to say, it's good to have money, but it's better to have cookie.
Okay, so in closing, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're recording. Now, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now, the last 3 months in the market have been the best they've had. This is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now, the last 3 months in the stock market have been the best they've been for the last 13 years. Now, Bob, the last 3 months have had the biggest stock market gains in over 13 years. What have the last 3 months been like for you?
Oh, it's been great. I know the gas went up in America, so the top motors just went up for the stock for TTM, and that's went shot to the roof. Now we got a lot of solar panel people that went up. The solar has went up because people buying solar panels for their houses, and that shot up already. And a lot of things for the stock market, and we got a lot of other oil too. The crude oil went up too some more. Went a couple of more barrels up too.
Now the government stimulus and quantitative easing is over in June. What will you do after the government stimulus stops?
What I do after the government stimulus stops, I take the money I invested in the stock market and reinvest it in something else. Like I invested into little satellite, little blue chips and stuff like that for software that comes up in the future. That's what I do when it comes up. I just take my money and reinvest it again.
Now, what should we be doing over the next 3 months?
The next 3 months, we should hold on tight to the money that we have, invest in a lot, and save a little for the economy.
And in closing, is there any last-minute things you'd like to say to the viewers?
Yes. Hey, everybody. I know we're in rough times, and we are in right now. We're in a recession. The best thing: spend less, spend little, save spend less, and save a lot. So that way, when we come out, then you can spend more.
So in closing, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you.
You too.
This is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now the last 3 months in the stock market have been the best they've been for the last 13 years. Now we're asking folks throughout the galaxy, now that the last 3 months have had the biggest stock market gains in the last 13 years, what were the last 3 months like for you?
Financially, very, very tough. But they're normally tough after the new year until spring break, and then there's a big lull between spring break and summer.
Now the government stimulus and quantitative easing is over in June. What will you be doing now that there's no more government stimulus propping up the market?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not getting no stimulus, so I don't know what's going to happen with the stimulus. No, actually, I don't know. That's a good question. I think the market is very, it's not the word flexible I want to use right now, but there can be some false rises and some false drops to it. So I think you can't base everything on what happens right now. Once again, you got to look at it a year from now or 6 months from now and say, okay, this was happening because based on the war in the Middle East and the job situation, which I know this month there were more jobs, but it has to keep expanding. So you really need a longer period of time to get a good base sample.
Now, what should we be... Oh, you kind of walked away for a bit.
I know.
Now, what should we be looking to invest in over the next 3 months?
Well, you're asking me? How about investing in me, damn it? No,
in the moon?
Question. Yeah, me. I don't even want to say, I think real estate is slowly on the rise. But I don't know necessarily I want to tell people to buy real estate. But right now I would save and hold on to your money. And wait till summer and see where everyone's at in summer. And then if it's nice, if it's all good, the economy, party like a rock star, baby.
Now, did you actually really mean invest in the moon? Because I actually own 5,000 acres on the moon.
Oh, lucky you then. I don't know. You know, to each his own. Some people may wish to be on the moon. I would do it for a short stay, but I have no interest in going somewhere black and gray. I'm already got all the black I need. Look at me.
Okay, so in close, and is there any last minute things you'd like to say to the audience?
Who's your daddy now?
So in closing, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. This is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now the last 3 months in the stock market have been the best they've been for over 13 years. So Blvd, with the last 3 months having the biggest stock market gains in 13 years, what were the last 3 months like for you?
Well, unfortunately, I don't invest in anything like commodities and stuff like that. My money is all tied up in CDs and long-term investment things. But for those who are investing in markets like commodities and futures, they've been doing great. Yeah.
Okay, now the government stimulus, they've been propping up the economy over the last couple years or months or what. Now the government stimulus, the government stimulus is out and it's ending in June. Now how will things be once the government has stopped propping up the economy?
I really don't understand that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So what should we be investing in over the next 3 months?
Well, of course, our future. But as an investment point, investing in the market, gold seems to be incredible. It just seems to be going higher and higher. And if you could invest in oil, I mean, they're saying that by summer it's going to reach over $5 a gallon. So for those who are putting out at the pump, yeah, it's hurting us. But for those that have their investment in sweet crude, yeah, they're making a killing right now. But oil is definitely where you should be investing in gold.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to the viewers?
Oh, as usual, love this planet. It's the only one we have, and take care of each other because we all have to get along out here.
Okay, so in closing, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now this is Taxes from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now the March unemployment report's out and the unemployment rate is down to 8.8%. Now what do you think about that?
Well, I think that's great, and I think that shows that the economy is back in, recovery. A lot of companies are rehiring and they're hiring new help to help out in their companies that are growing. So yeah, I think that's a definite positive sign.
Now the average work week is up, but yet wages are down. What do you think about that?
That's in America. If you look at what goes on in Europe, they have shorter work weeks and they actually pay more. I think we need to look into what do they do and how do they make it work and follow their suit. Like someplace in Japan, well not Japan, I'm sorry, the European market, they have much shorter work weeks and longer vacation stays, but yet they get paid more. We definitely need to look into that.
Now 15.7% of workers are underemployed. What can we do to help them get full-time work?
Well, we had this conversation once before and I said we need to develop programs that actually promote getting work, and that would start a lot of workforce right there. Telling people that there are already programs out there that would help people find jobs. But it needs to be told to them that where they could find it, where to go to apply, not just the unemployment agency.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to the viewers throughout the galaxy?
Oh, well, as usual, this is one planet. We got to love it, take care of it, and take care of each other. And if you have a job, appreciate it, no matter what it is. Appreciate it and enjoy doing it.
So in closing, this is Taxes from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now this is Taxes from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now the March unemployment report's out and unemployment came down this month. Now the unemployment rate is down to 8.8%. What do you think about that?
I think the figures are not true because since I know most of the people that I know are still unemployed, I think that they're just saying that to raise people's expectations or make them think that things are getting better. But I'll tell you, everyone I know is still looking for a job. Everybody I know has been laid off and they're all looking for work. So I don't know anything about their statistics, but I don't think they're true.
So you take another step back, I'm like bumping up on you. Now the average work week is up, but wages are down. What do you think about that?
The whole thing's ridiculous. I mean, that's why California's in the state it's in. I mean, you've got people working and working and working, and then, I mean, come on. And the cost of living is just going up. I mean, minimum wage should go up. I mean, come on. California's in a bad place.
Now 15.7% of workers are underemployed. What can we do to help them get full-time work?
Offer programs to get them into work, offer free things so that they can get into things for free because, everything costs money. To go to school costs money. Offer some government programs, some free education, take these people, start helping them out more. Don't just leave them on their own to try to find work and to try to find their own jobs. Step in there and take some initiative.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to the viewers?
Yes, everyone in California needs a job. Thank you. So they can stop asking everybody for change all day long on the street.
So in closing, this is Taxes from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now, who am I? This is Taxes from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now, the unemployment report. This is Taxes from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now, the March unemployment report is out, and unemployment fell to 8.8%. Now that the unemployment rate is down to 8.8%, what do you think about that, Woody?
We are getting more jobs now and more work, but like we still need to, like the president, he still needs to bring out more jobs, like because there's a lot of people in my community that they still are not working. So, but a lot of them are working now, thanks God. But the President Obama needs to work more and to make more jobs.
Now the average work week is up, but wages are down. How can we change that? The average work week is up, but wages are down. What do you think about that?
That's kind of weird. But you know, if more people are working now, and if everybody's getting a little bit of money, I think that's good for everybody. No matter, because like everybody needs to work. So if people share their job but I think it's good, bro, because can I take breaks like you too? All right. As long as more people are working, and if they are getting paid less, it's good because at least we are getting something. Not like 3 years ago that it was that we were not getting nothing of money. So I think it's good. It's good.
Now 15.7% of workers are underemployed. What can we do to help them find full-time work?
Like I think we have to bring the companies from Tijuana, China, and other places of the world back to America, so more Americans can have more jobs and I think that's what we have to do there, to bring all the factories, companies back to America.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say to the viewers?
Oh, keep on watching this program. It's really cool, and we're the characters. Like I think we know what's up with the job, with the jobs right now, because we are working extra time now because it's really slow for us. Like there's no money, people are not bringing money to us, so it's really bad right now. But thanks God, it's getting a little bit better. It's getting a little bit better. Thanks God.
So in closing, this is Taxes from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now this is Taxes from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you. Now the unemployment report is now out, and unemployment is down to 8.8%. What do you think about that?
I think new jobs need to be created for those who need them.
Okay. And the average work week is up, yet wages are down. Now what do you think about that?
I might have to speak to the emperor and see if we can't have some funds placed into those jobs for those employees, especially since we got the new Death Star being built.
Now 15.7% of workers are underemployed. What can we do to help them find full-time work?
Well, they could always join the Empire, become a stormtrooper, or try looking for better jobs, such as maybe looking online, looking for full-time if they have to. Look, maybe even companies should try placing more full-time ads out for those who need full-time job people.
So in closing, is there any last-minute things you'd like to say to the viewers?
May the force be with you. And if you're looking for work, check out the Empire. We need lots of hands.
So in closing, this is Taxes from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you.
How can I be?